Okay, here we are. So got the case on its side. I'm getting ready to lay the motherboard in now. A couple of things here. I have an I/O shield, and this is basically going to be along the back, and it's going to prevent radio interference and keep it kind of looking tidy on the outside. So I will open this up. This goes on the inside before you put the board in. So we will open it up and make sure that it's going to fit. Everything looks good. It's missing a couple of the ports on here, so I'm going to pop these little things out. I'm not sure why that they're here, but you can see that it's got some of the holes here, and my board actually has those available. So I'm not sure why they're here, but it looks like they just bend out and pop out. So just going to do it that way. You can see they just kind of pop out like that. There are little things like that, and then I got $13.94, and then all the rest of the stuff that's listed here. So I should be pretty much good to go with these little guys popping out. And again, they're kind of like those just ones where they just kind of break off, like those old model kits we used to have. I'll tell you, if you've never done your own computer before, it's definitely an experience. If you've never put your own CPU and fan in, that's something else too, because I'm really scared that I got everything done correctly. Probably more so than other. I'm sure people do this all the time without any problems, but your first time doing it, it's really a trip. So the board, it's hard to see, but the board fits in right inside the shell here, and it just basically snaps into place. You can hear it where you're at. It's basically just snapping in, and I'll show you a picture of it in just a moment. I have the camera mounted up on the stand, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to do the board. Now again, this is really a trip if you've never done this before, so you really have to kind of make sure that everything's done properly. So I'm going to set the board in very, very carefully and get everything to line up. The standoffs were already there, so everything should fit, and everything should just go right in as it's supposed to. And it seems like it's going in okay. And I'll put the screws on, and then I'll be finished up. The nice thing about these higher end cases is that they have these little pull tabs so everything fits in. So you can actually take your drive, shove your drive in, and it actually just locks into place with the screw. So it's nice like that. I can take the next thing in, which is my media card adapter. Fits right in. Again, it just slides into place. Like that. And my Blu-ray drive, which will go in like this. So just with a couple of quick clicks, you end up with everything that you need all ready to go, which is really, really nice. I just wanted to show you how crazy this is. I'm starting to go through now and make the power connections, which is like a Medusa. I've got 4 different PCIe power cables. I'm going to use 2 of those, so I know what those go to. I've got SATA connections, 2 different sets. You can see 3 here and 3 here. So I'm going to be, actually 4 here. So I'll be using the 4 one here to go to the drives. And I'll be using the 3 one to go to power, actually it's got 4 too. I'll be using this one to power the Blu-ray and the DVD. And then I've got all these fan connections over here, which is nuts. This thing's got fan here, it's got a fan over here, it's got a fan here, it's got a fan here, and it's got one on the door. So I've got a whole buttload of fans ready to go. So I just wanted to show you as I'm doing this how crazy it is. I am definitely glad this is not a see-through case, because I'm not going to get any awards for how this is going to look wiring wise, especially with all of these fan headers that we've got here. So be back in a little bit. Okay, I've got the drive now. It's 500 gigabyte Western Caviar Black, 32 megabit cache. The case has got these really cool things. I thought I was going to need screws originally, but the case, these just fit into the sides. Just kind of snap into place like that, and then you can just feed the drive into the slot. And that's it. I'm just going to do one drive for now, get the system up and running afterwards, and then I'm going to add in the second and third drives. So again, the first drive is a 500 gigabyte, second drive is a 500 gigabyte that I'm going to be using to record the video to.